Hi everyone, today we're going to be fitting the oak support post here. Got to go and cut it with the chainsaw, but first I'm going to measure it again just to make sure I get it right. Now for the cut. To your left. What I've got to do is bring the top towards me, and then the base has got to be lifted over onto the slate.
It's now got to go up.
It's just got to lay over to me, then we've got to step it over. You get to keep the top.
Yeah, just to steady it, yeah?
Yeah.
Goes on to the left as well.
Time fingers all the time. Fingers working.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too far away, but it looks like it is.
Yeah, it's not on there squarely.
Yeah, this side is climbing down a lot. Okay.
Can't be on their level.
It might be because this tile was in the way and we can't get the top under enough yet. Otherwise we've got to go that way and try and get the bottom under. Will it go under this end? It will.
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, this can go up more, can't it, this beam? No?
Not really. You can get a couple of turns on that.
Turn like this, clockwise.
Other way. Keep going. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Is it clear that in there?
Just a little bit more. Yeah, it's clear now, yeah. Here it is.
Square that side, not to that side. Okay. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do on this is take this top section off. Maybe splice this at a bit more of an angle because the top header plate, as it comes this end, it kind of follows the contour of the beam above and it's so far out. So I think we have to deconstruct this, cut it and then lift it back in. Stand clearly to that side, like this. Yep. Now I'm doing something that I was trying to avoid. I've got to trim this slightly off the square to allow it to run level, or should I say not level, with the header going through. Now if I level it off too much, it comes too far away from the beam above. So I've kind of let this float through as is. But, you know, when you're trying to put square things in a round hole, kind of figuratively speaking, that's what happens. So anyway, little trim up, but the chainsaw isn't that accurate, so fingers crossed this will test me. Okay, just a final trim now with a handsaw. As flat as anything. That's pretty good considering it was a chainsaw and a handsaw. Yeah, I think that would definitely help. Every millimetre counts when you're trying to get it in, because if it's 2 millimetres too big, it just won't go in. It's heavy duty stuff. Gets to a point where then it just falls in. And then we'll take the compression off of these and it should hold it tight. Whenever possible, put some spikes in the top, because if you're banging about and this becomes loose, you don't want that hitting you on the Swede.
Swede means head.
Right, I think we're ready now. So what I've done is I've fixed this cantilever core ball back on top of this. I'm hoping now that there's enough leverage to get it in there, because if I fixed that to the header, then I've got to figure out the best way of fixing the post to the core ball underneath, and this is the best way if I can get it in that way. We're going to need to get bring the post to me.
Now we need to walk it.
Yeah. Big nut. Yeah. How's that looking now? Going alright?
Yeah, this has gap there. Yeah. Keep banging. Get it. Yeah.
Whee, here she goes. So I told you, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, we are well loose.
Okay, yeah.
Right, let's get some levels. Push that up level now. That should close that top.
Somewhat.
That's it. Right, so now what we can do, we can pack up from the base. We'll try, before we pack the base, we'll try pulling it towards you and see whether that works. Right, so I've got to make a decision where I want it. Pick it up level there. Fingers please, fingers top. Right, I'm going to level. Where's my level top? Come to the right. Okay. Now I can either go flush with that, or I can come that way and side
The opposite.
right up.
This side could come flush with it, couldn't it, maybe?
Yeah. If you hold that for me, please. What I'm trying to do is just walk it towards me a little bit. So what we're doing now is moving the base over to try and minimise the gap here, because this header kind of follows the line of the
Main
beam. So we're having to kind of split the difference once again. We can't put it too out of square because there'd be too much of a gap. So we're finding a middle road. Once we loosen this off, this will come down. That's got to go that way, so that will close up a bit more. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to get it where it needs to be, mark it, and then get the acros underneath here, jack it up, and then pack off the base with the slate. So we minimise the gap up here, and then pack it solid with slate and mortar underneath.
So you move the post sort of up, basically.
Yeah, it comes up. But we need to establish where it's going to go.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of banging and moving and
All hands on deck, yeah, steadying the beam.
Okay, it's wedged level in its position. Let's get that undone. Once these are fixed, we'll take the wedges out and then jack it up. Okay, Tom, the acros are in position, screwed in. So what I'm going to do now is come round, start winding the acros up. It takes that gap up, the top bit there.
Yeah, push the whole lot up.
Yeah, and then we'll work from the base then, get some slate.
Slating underneath.
Yeah, and then get some fixings in. Boy, this one's quite the fight, isn't it?
Yeah, hasn't been easy.
Thought the other one was a challenge, but this one, yeah.
At least we haven't got the scaffolding to contend with this time.
Yeah, swings and roundabouts, weren't it, really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's jack it up. So, I'll start taking mine up. What's that? So I'm nearly there.
Should it be flush like this?
Yeah, keep winding it up a bit.
Yeah, there we go. That's good. A little bit more.
Stand back
A little
then.
bit more height there. I can take it.
Just remember there's nothing.
But you need to get up your end of the pad. No.
We've got to get that packed now. Get my fingers under there. Well, I did measure it with the slate and the mortar in mind. So this has worked out. Well, it hasn't worked out. We've made it fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't just fall in.
Well, it has worked out in the end, I suppose.
Yeah.
When there's a will, there's a way, usually.
Yeah, it's just a case of small little changes. That's great now. This is all in position, levelled and supporting. Now it's just getting those slate underneath. Right, let's go and get some slates from outside.
So why is it that you're using slate, Dad?
Well, slate's normally traditionally used for anything under compression for packing. It doesn't sort of crush under the forces, so and also you don't get no moisture come up through slate.
Yep.
Often seen in old, mainly English buildings, I think, as a damp-proof course. That's one. It's virtually spot on. Knock, knock, knock on wood. That's pretty solid. I think I've probably just got to tap the base over slightly. I'll put it under more compression. Should be good. The difference in the sound now. It's solid. Bang. Shaking the house down.
Yep, level.
Come slightly out. We've got to tap the base that way, which I know. I've just been banging the opposite way, so let's try knocking it that way. Spot on. So we're just going to drill into this section, into the top. We know that this is fixed to that. that's tough. Gonna need just a little bit more drilling out. Right, I'm going to finish up fixing this in position. That's probably about it for today's video. Thanks Tom for your assistance, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.